Moon Mondays, unleash your feminine power with astrology. I'm Sheridan, your astrology life coach, here with this week's woman-centered insights. Harness astrology to unlock your full potential. So we start this week of December 16th with the moon in Cancer, the sign it's said to have the most resonance with, or in traditional astrology, the rulership, right? But I don't use those. So the sun is moving through the end of Sagittarius until the solstice this Saturday, and we begin a new season, and Venus is still moving through Aquarius. That's how we start this week. The big astrological event this week is the solstice, right? The sun enters Capricorn on Saturday and marks the seasonal shift into winter for those of us in the northern hemisphere and summer for those of you in the southern hemisphere. And this is because the sun is aligned with the Tropic of Capricorn, the furthest south it reaches yearly, right? So I'm going to show you this on my handy little globe here, right? So we have the Tropic of Capricorn down here and the Tropic of Cancer up here, right? So here's the sun, my little sun. Obviously, the sun is much larger than the earth, but we're going with this for now. And see how the globe has this tilt. So we're going to show how the sun right now, the earth really is a better way to say it, the Tropic of Capricorn down here is facing the sun on the solstice. Hence, the sun moves into Capricorn and we have this December solstice. Then as the earth continues to move, we'll reach the equinox when the equator is pointed at the sun, and then eventually keep moving. I'm just not going to show it all here because it'll get too confusing. The earth doesn't do this, but it moves, so that makes that happen around the sun. Then the sun will be actually the Tropic of Cancer will be pointing at the sun, and we'll have the Cancer solstice, right? So this is the way that happens, but it's more because we're rotating around the sun, the different points, the equator, the Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn are pointing at the sun, making it the shortest or the longest day for the different hemispheres, right? So when the sun enters any of the four cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, we enter a new seasonal cycle, spring, summer, autumn, and winter, respectively, for those of us in the northern hemisphere. It's reversed in the southern. So this solstice is the Capricorn solstice, the beginning of winter and the shortest day of light in the northern hemisphere, and the longest day of light in the southern hemisphere, and the beginning of summer. So hopefully you have a better understanding of how that works from my sun globe example, if you didn't already know this. For both of us, northern and southerners, it's a still point. That's what the solstice means. Sun stands still. It comes from the Latin word sol, the sun, and sistere, to stand still. This is the end of the yearly run for the sun. It now changes direction and begins moving back towards the equator for the equinoxes and then into the Tropic of Cancer for the next solstice, right? The Cancer solstice. The sun has reached the end of its pendulum swing. We are in a moment of stillness before the pendulum begins to swing back, right? That like moment it's suspended before it starts to shift. So it's the start of the new year, the returning of the light for us in the north. This is why our ancestors celebrated and marked this vitally important day, the rebirth of the sun. For those of you watching in the southern hemisphere, it marks the longest day of light and the start of the waning part of the sun cycle when the days start getting shorter Another important point in the pendulum swing of the sun's seasonal cycle. Just now, it's the midpoint of the year in the south. But either hemisphere, the solstice is a powerful time to connect into the seasonal cycle of the sun and set intentions while the sun is changing signs, right? Archetypal energies and seasons. I'm offering a free solstice gathering, Soulful Alignment. It's a free solstice intention setting and astrology coaching experience. Join me for a transformative experience to align your intentions with the powerful energies of the solstice. I'll put the link below where you can sign up for this free offering this Saturday, December 21st. I'm recording it if you can't join in live. Okay, so now back to the moon, which is said to be at home in Cancer, which is where it is today. What do you think about that? Do you feel at home when the moon is in Cancer? I'll bet some of you don't. There can be these like hard and fast rules in astrology, but truly astrology is such a personal experience. It's your connection to yourself, the archetypes on your chart, and the cosmos and the earth herself, right? We just learned how the astrology of the sun creates our seasonal experience. You may feel emotionally triggered while the moon is in Cancer, not home at all. Others may feel like the world is just finally right. The key to astrology is cultivating your own relationship and awareness of what the moving planet bodies bring up for you, how it activates your chart, your soul path, your growth and evolution. And all you have to do is just simply notice without judgment or shoulds and see how you honestly feel. Tomorrow, the moon enters Leo and will meet with Mars in the later evening, early morning sky, drawing our attention to the divine masculine, activating the masculine within and around us. I invite you to step outside tomorrow night or early Wednesday morning and have a look. It's always spectacular to see the moon with a planet in the dark sky. It ignites something primordial within us. On Wednesday, the moon continues moving through Leo. Leo gets a bad rap in astrology as being arrogant, egotistical, self-absorbed. You hear that all the time about Leo. But the truth is, Leo is truly about learning to honor and step into our divine nature, our goddessness. An awesome trait that Leo is here to teach us. We are all spirit living within these bodies. Leo is showing us the truth of this sacredness within. And with that understanding, we learn to cultivate the love for ourselves that the goddess has. Leo is beautiful. We need more healthy Leo in our world. So let's stop shaming the crap out of Leo. How does the moon moving through Leo feel to you? Where are you at with your divinity and self-love? These can be challenging feelings, especially for us women. Also on Wednesday, the sun is squaring Neptune just before this important solstice shift. Our light planet, the sun, is squaring off with our planet that connects us into the heart of spirit, the goddess herself. So Wednesday is a potent day to allow these energies to move through you, opening your heart not only to yourself, Leo, but also the goddess, Neptune in Pisces. Just be open and allow. You don't have to do anything else. On Thursday, the moon moves into Virgo late, early on Friday for some of you. The moon activates the priestess archetype of Virgo now. So who is your inner priestess? You're here tracking the moon and following astrology, so I know you have one. While the moon traverses Virgo, look around for her within you. She's the one who marvels at the earth and the sky. That's her. Also on Thursday, Venus trines Jupiter. The divine feminine is getting an expansive infusion while she travels through Aquarius. Aquarius is the archetypal energy that helps us to see the bigger picture, right? Offering some space from our daily dramas. While Venus passes through Aquarius, we can get a break from plugging into every emotional issue that arises. This bodes well for traversing the holidays where Venus will still be in Aquarius and the Sun in Capricorn, the elderly wisdom keeper archetype. On Saturday, we have the big Capricorn solstice. The sun is at its lowest point in the northern hemisphere and its highest in the southern. I invite you to join my free solstice gathering on Saturday. I'm going to teach about the sacred solstice and tap into this powerful time to set our intentions and visions for the next 6 months, solstice to solstice. I'll also teach about the astrological energies, as well as share a little about how to work with the new moon each month to bring our visions into the light. Get it? That's my solstice speak, into the light. So to end this week on Sunday, we have the last quarter moon, the half moon in Libra. See how the sun is in Capricorn now, so the last quarter moon is in another cardinal sign, Libra, the archetype that brings us to the equinox. There are powerful alignments as the seasons begin, heralding the other seasonal points in the moon cycle. The last quarter moon is the time to reflect on your previous new moon intention. How's that gone for you over the past few weeks? Is there any final micro action you will take this week to bring it home? Also, the last quarter moon is the time to begin feeling into your next new moon intention coming next week. Do you want to stick with the same theme as this month? Does it need some adjusting or refinement, or are you being called in an entirely new direction? I'll be teaching more about how to work with the phases of the moon and cultivating and bringing our solstice visions into reality at my Capricorn new moon ceremony and gathering on December 30th. Stay tuned for more information on that when we get closer to it. Lastly, I'll throw out an astro aromatherapy essential oil for the solstice. I love, love, love Ponderosa pine for the Capricorn solstice. It's the ultimate grandmother tree, the custodian over the forest she lives within, often the tallest tree, providing nourishment, guidance, and grounding for us all. If you don't have Ponderosa pine specifically, try another pine essence or even a spruce or a fir. These ancient trees embody the archetype of Capricorn, the wisdom holders of our forest. There's a reason they are often the trees we bring indoors to celebrate the holidays or we light outside in our yards or parks. Enjoy the solstice. I'll see you for my free solstice gathering on Saturday. Again, the link is below. And if you want to learn more about changing your life with the moon, grab my free guide, 3 Steps to Changing Your Life with the New Moon at my website, sheridansemple.com, or click the link below. Comment, ask me questions, and like below. Thanks for watching, and I wish you an empowered, sacred, feminine week.